And howdy do, how are you? This is New Year's Day, and I have Rip Van Winkle beer from Weston Brewing Company. Our best friends Chris and Cheryl just came to town, and they brought me this beer. They brought me two beers, this one and another one that'll be a surprise later. Rip Van Winkle beer. So I'm going to pop this, I'll pour and I'll read a little bit from their website. For just a little bit. Alright, so Rip Van Winkle beer was originally brewed in the early 1900s. Look at that color, that pours very nice. Kind of a copper color, I would say. Was originally brewed in the early 1900s and dubbed the richest bottle of beer in the world. The new Rip is a malty bock, as a turn of the century German would have brewed. Amazingly smooth for an 8% beer. So it's an 8% bock. There you go. Take a look at that. Can you see it right there? Oh wow, very very malty. A lot of caramel and some vanilla on the nose. Wow. Oh wow, it is very rich malty. A lot of caramel again, vanilla on the palate as well as the nose. Wow. I said before I did a video a while back for their O'Malley's Dry Stat, and I've had some issues with Weston in the past. Some of their beers have been really good, some have been not so good. I know at one point they had some issues with their bottling. It was a few years ago, and I had read that they had got that fixed. And then I've had a few since then, and they seem to have solved their problem because the Dry Stat was beautiful, and this is very nice. It is. I mean, look at that color. I would say that's a copper, wouldn't you? Mm. Several years ago, this probably would have been, one of the bigger beers out there. 20, 30 years ago. If this was brewed in the early 1900s, way, way back then. Mm. But we do have, the amount of craft breweries around now, the beers that are available. There are several beers of this type out there. 8% isn't a great big beer anymore. And that's kind of the thing. I think sometimes the market has kind of gone way over the top. Now we keep going these crazy flavors. We forget about just doing it right instead of making it big. And that's what this one does right. It does the style justice. It gets up to 8%, but you don't. It doesn't overwhelm your palate. It doesn't. You don't taste any harsh alcohol notes whatsoever. You get this big decadent, rich vanilla, some dark caramel notes, which is what you want from a beer like this. You want it just bitter enough to stop it from being cloying. You don't want a beer like this very bitter, very hoppy, but you need a little bit in there just to stop that sweetness. Otherwise, it's just going to be, it's going to overwhelm your palate. This is nice. The last, again, I had the a dry stout a while back, and then this one here. This is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to pick this one up, and they just brought it to me. So I thought, well, hell, I'll just go ahead and. So I'm gonna hate it when that happens. I thought, well, I'll just do it. I'll just pop it right now, man. I don't care. Some bitch. Um. Oh. Wow, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. This is one brewery I haven't had a chance to get to. I really wanted to because they are kind of an Irish themed craft brewery, so I really want to visit there. They're not far from me. Probably about a 3.5 hour drive. I just haven't had a chance to get that direction. So One of these days, I'll talk the wife into trekking out there. So, hey, it's time to beer whisper. I'm going to get out of here.